YouTubers, to another episode of Monster Strike the Anime, Episode 5, The Mall Brawl. Now, in this episode, whoa, we finally get to see some, like, intense action out of all the episodes now. Like, in the previous episodes, more of, like, a introduction of the series and showcasing what's going on. Now we're finally getting to, like, a bulk of, like, the high action of the series now. And now, like I said previously, stated in a previous video, I wasn't too sure how the battles are going to be set up. If it's going to like be 4-on-4 or is it has to be individually. No, this episode it kind of mainly focuses that basically 4 characters can barely go against 2 people or 1 person now. Now that's actually pretty intense gaming right there, because they even showcased this in this episode as well. That holy snap, Ren and AoE were just like literally just getting like manhandled in this like, little case. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like they looked like they were kind of getting a little slow start. You know, they look like they're gonna get the upper hand until like, but then at the same time you gotta remember that they're up against multiple enemies, so they're bound to like at least get damage in the process as well. You know, and that's why I kind of was like kind of hoping like, oh, you know, hope these guys don't get like really brutally damaged. But you know, right now they're in a literally serious pinch right now at the moment. You know, and I hate about the episode is that like you were kind of wanting for more, because the episode kind of ends off right when like it's gonna be their turn. Like the whole entire episode is just one turn for Ren and one turn for AoE, one turn for all the other characters that the character villains, I should say, and then that's it. And that was the episode. And you're like, holy snap! You know, they spent their whole budget on showcasing all the characters, you know, like all the monster characters, like I should say. That's what basically like the episode was basically about. And you know, in reality, you're looking at this episode, and it was pretty interesting. And they actually showcase now AoE's introduction and her monster strike creature that she uses in the gameplay, and it was pretty interesting. Her monster was, I would say, it's called Fox Metal. I believe that's what they called it. And now actually, I was actually laughing at the fact that the way they introduced it, even Oregon kind of stated in itself that, you know, wow, this thing is cringe worthy. And it's true when you know it, when it came out, he literally came out like a Mexican wrestler, you know, just coming out there, hands on the side. You know, I swear I could have heard like some crowds chanting in the background. Like in the back of my mind, I'm just like, man, this guy is straight up like Latino, man. When I saw this guy, I'm just like, damn, this guy's hardcore, you know. You know, but I could tell that's what he was really influenced. And even AoE just gave like a little background information, like, oh, he came from like a hole, like a foxhole. No one knows his nationality. Knows. I'm just like, man, get out of here. You know that. You know for sure this creature's Mexican as hell. You know. You know for sure. But I like the puns that or the references that they use throughout the whole entire series that they're doing. It's just hilarious. You know. But the thing is, the creature is kind of weak to it in the same time, because when you were looking at Fox Metal, AoE showcased the strength of it, and it wasn't that as strong as how Ren uses his creatures. You know, AoE is like I said, actually still a normal character. Ren apparently is the main character, so he has to be showcased a little bit higher and better. But no, as we clearly see that uh, Fox Metal did not last that very long. He's down to this much HP, because remember that they're facing multiple. And the thing is, what's hilarious is that Fox Metal actually, he only like got hit like once or twice, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like once or like twice. I think it was twice was the max, and his HP got dropped down to a little bit. Versus Ren, with his creature, when he used a Fenrir X, it got hit like at least multiple times in order to bring his HP. That creature was actually pretty strong, to be honest, because he was getting like bombarded by like all the creatures right there. And you know, and that's what I like about the episode too. At the same time, as well as that, I like the way they showcase Fenrir at the same, like the way they kind of showcase like it's like a majestic wolf or like a Cerberus almost throughout the whole entire time with chains, and you're just like you're thinking like, damn, Ren, you got some like evil looking like creature. You know, usually hero main characters have like a more positive embodiment. No, Fenrir kind of shows off more like a I would say a more evil or I was a negative vibe. I should say not evil. Or, that's not even a word. A more negative vibe towards the way it aspects itself. But it's still pretty cool in a sense when you look at it at the same time. Also, I like the fact that also that when Ren actually came into play, you know, he actually I would say his Yami, I'm gonna call it Yami, his Yami self came out, and he was actually like taking control of the scene, and even and it was telling AoE that like don't just rush into the battle. Look straight ahead. Like kind of focus your plans and see what the strategy is about. Because he showcased her that like the way he kind of did it was that there was there was four creatures right in total, right? So there's two creatures that were like side by side, and what they basically did was he basically just like that technique he used, that basically he used the I would say when centrifugal force, that when one ball hits one corner, and it's just basically bouncing off the walls back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he literally showcased that, and then he took two creatures out in one turn. And that was pretty cool in a sense right there. But unfortunately for him, that he had to like almost sacrifice his creature, because at the same time there were still two other creatures that are still available. So for sure the next episode that he's gonna finish them off either in one turn, or they're gonna have to focus on AoE's creature. We know that for sure. Like, we're not too sure how this battle's going on. But I enjoyed the battle. It was very quick paced. And it kept you on the edge of your seats, because you're wondering like, holy snap, how are these guys gonna win against four of these creatures? But also, my speculation from the previous video is that I can't believe that none of the friends actually came and showed by to help. So these guys are literally on their own, and it's not that bad. Let's just pray for the best that these guys actually surpass these guys. But that's it for my speculations on this episode. I actually, like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how Ren was actually taking control of it. AoE's character still needs a little bit of improvement, but at the same time, it showcases that she's also a force to be reckoned with. It's just that like she's just overwhelmed with the fact that it's just four against two. So I would be like the same thing in her situation. But like I said, what are your thoughts and speculations on this episode? What do you guys think of Fox Metal too? I actually found that guy more like a comedic creature. I swear, still strong, but just comedic in general. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But this is Mr. Zen signing out.